checking, making sure we are good here. Doing a quick sound check and everything. Boy, apparently I gotta get some more little fly traps down here because it seems like I've got more fungus gnats I have to take care of. I have found that those work pretty well to just kind of nip the problem in the butt right away. All right. Looks good. All right, cool. We'll start in a couple of minutes. I just wanted to connect with everybody real quick on a live, give a couple of updates. Okay. All right, we're just gonna begin here. I think everything is good. I'm not sure about live chat. I guess I'll see. I would think that it's working, should be working. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. We have been just so busy lately, which is why we haven't been posting as much. We like to get out a video every single week for you guys. I've been used to doing that for years and years, but specifically this time of year, we are always busy transitioning into the winter months for the garden, and then as well as the holidays for families and friends and stuff like that. So extremely busy, hard to get videos out. It's been difficult, so that's why we've only been posting one like every maybe 3 weeks or so. I've still been trying to get everything set up for you guys. In fact, I have to give a shout out to Spider Farmer for this SF600 that we got up here. We are going to show you some plants here in the live stream also in a little bit, but first I want to address just why we've been so busy. But shout out to Spider Farmer and shout out to Active Grow for the lights that we have down here, because we've got a couple of projects set up for the winter months that is going to keep us busy, giving you content as well, propagating and growing different flowers, germinating seeds down here, all kinds of stuff that we have planned out for the basement to keep us all busy, and stuff like that is ready to go. And I'm ready to go. I want to go. I want to film. But other things have just taken precedent lately. Other things take priority, specifically like family. You know, this always happens. Every time. We've needed to just dedicate some more time together as a family in this season of life, and trying to create a lot of really important memories for our kids at this age. And specifically, again, going back to holidays and the seasons, just trying to really give them what they deserve and build their lives on a very strong basis right now. And that's our priority. So that's why, you know, I've been set up to film several times, ready to make a video, when all of a sudden something would happen where I need to tend to the kids to help Katie out, or we need to go do this or that. We've got to go do something unexpected, basically, something that we weren't planning on doing. Some things pull us away from what we were expecting to do in our normal lives. And we are willing to step in and fill in that role, or step in and get this done and say, you know, this is what's important to us right now. So I can't make as many videos. I will be making more videos, I think. Like, I was planning on it a couple of weeks ago to hop back right into the once a week schedule, but I think it's going to be probably like until after Christmas. After Christmas, we'll probably be back on that schedule, and like I said, we've got a ton of different projects going on here. We're going to give you some sneak peeks to that later on in this live stream. For some reason, my the live chat is not working for me, so I can't see any lives going on right now. But, you know, being interruptible is something that is a part of our lives right now, and I'm totally okay with that. I still promise you that I will be making videos. I will be bringing some high quality content, and working in this transition of this whole channel too at the same time. What we're trying to do here is what the channel is named after, is, you know, Expedition Homestead, but specifically talking about that expedition and that journey that we're taking as a family is something that we want to start portraying a little bit more on the channel and more with our videos. So trying to get some more live action shots, you know, some moving footage of us doing these chores and working in the garden as a family, because when it comes down to it, that's really what this is mostly based off of, is how I want to raise my kids, how I want to build a family, and the different core values that I think is important to hold as a family in the world today. That's what it's all about for me. And to be able to show people that, and to be able to somehow reach through the screen into their lives to create a positive impact for them, that's what I'm here for. So that's why I make videos online, because it's the one way that I can reach hundreds and thousands and millions of people, where before I could maybe reach 50 or 75 or a couple hundred here or there, you know, just with local events alone. So the power of the internet is not to be underestimated, to say the least. And so that's, you know, I say that all the time. That's why I do it, and that's what we do this whole thing for. So I just hope you all are excited for the journey that we have ahead. I'm sorry we haven't been posting as much lately. Yeah, life has just been busy. We're in that season. You know, I miss you all so much. I miss connecting with you all, and being able to go through comments all the time and responding to everybody is something that I love doing, but I just haven't had the time to do it lately. That's life. That's life. You know, nothing I can do. But I figured I would make this quick live video to try and convey that to you, to make sure that, you know, I love you all. I miss making the videos every single week. I wish I could make them even more. You know, typically, like when we release a video, we do the YouTube video, and then along with it, we try and make a short video so we can put that on, you know, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. And so that's a lot of little bits of content that we are used to making on a weekly basis. And, you know, typically it's like every other day I would be out filming. So very excited to get back into it soon. I'm rearing up and ready to go. We are very excited to start expanding different parts of the garden that we haven't really dove into in the past, specifically like the flower area of our garden. We're trying to really grow that a lot. Dahlias are my brand new favorite flower to grow in the garden. And we're specifically devoting one of these grow beds that I've got down here to dividing out, propagating the tubers and stuff like that this winter. So I think now, I talked about why we've been so busy. It's just life, that time of season. We should be called to be interruptible. My wife is, she's working with DSOM to get her pastorate's degree. She is incredible. So I don't know how she crams it all in, along with being a mom of 3 kids here at home. I couldn't do it. I definitely give her props for that. We're busy, but you guys know that. Let's go take a look at some of the stuff we've got going down here. I want to just share some stories with you about the plants that we've got growing right now. All right, over here. So this is the new area that we're going to be propagating our dahlias in. Again, we've got the Spider Farmer SF600 right here. Shout out to them. I love it. It's growing these plants really well. My Guatemalense monstros, or like curly Succulents, they call it. This is an epiphyllum. I grew this by seed. It's doing really well under these lights. And I am growing it like semi-hydroponically. So I've got it in this little 3-inch pot and just regular substrate. I think I have a pretty heavy coconut coir mixture with that. So pretty airy mix. And down below, I've got this jar right here, right there. And I just fill up the water whenever it gets down to about right here. Fill up the water. And the roots are taking up lots of the space. I don't worry about the algae that's growing in here. I'm just going to let it be, because that's what I do with my plants. I let them grow. I basically force them to adapt to my lifestyle, because I don't want to have to change things up in my life just because of the plants that I grow. I want to be able to live comfortably, especially with, again, being so busy. It's important to me that the plants I have can withstand the harsh neglect that they're going to get by me sometimes. So this plant and its mother right here, it's doing very well. This is actually fruiting, so we're going to get some seeds off of that pretty shortly. I will do another video. Maybe we'll do it in a live stream or something like that. If you guys like these live streams, please just give them a thumbs up. I was doing a thing where I wanted to do a live stream every single week. We were going to get a babysitter lined up and everything, but that fell through. Still trying to do it again once we get back into the whole groove of it all, but just not right now. So possibly in the future. I'm sorry it fell through. I'm glad we were able to get a few of the lives out there. So, if you like them, give us a thumbs up. We've got lots of little plants here. Back to the plants adapting to my lifestyle. This is particularly a story to behold. This begonia, what I do here is I trigger this thing to flower over and over and over again on purpose, and I've learned how to work with the plant to do that. If you look back on our videos over the last maybe year or so, yeah, probably about year, specifically the plant tours, you'll see this thing in all kinds of different shapes. You'll see it glorious and blooming, like the whole plant was like this beautiful green foliage just about a week and a half ago, and you'll see it like this. You'll see it completely died back, because what I do with this plant is I let it flower, put it really close to these grow lights, lots of light, get it to flower, Then I dry it out basically for about 2 weeks. Then I give it a little bit of water, let it dry out for about 3 weeks, just a little bit of water. I essentially create this. I want it to die back a little bit. And once I start to see this die back, then I go back to close to my normal watering schedule. And I'll prune this, I'll cut this way back. All of a sudden, it will shoot up new growth and flower over again for me, over and over again. And so it's been really cool to have this and to learn that about this plant specifically, because I just found that out by accident, again, just by it going way too long without water a few times. And I think it's really interesting. We've got a couple other things that have to happen pretty soon here in the garden. Our little cactus planter, sorry, I got little packing bubbles here. Our cactus planter right here needs some work. We've got to do quite a bit of pruning on there, some propagating on it. And we're going to divide up some of the cholla cactus, puntia cactus, beaver tail. Sansevieria, I think we're going to divide up too, because I love growing that in all different kinds of areas of the house. So I think I'm going to get a couple more of those. If you guys are just tuning in, drop a chat down below. We're just getting started here, going through these plants and sharing a couple of different stories, showing you guys what we're going to be doing during these winter months here in the basement. Let me go to all chat, live chat, all chat. Drop a chat in the comment section down below. Another plant that does really well like this begonia with adverse conditions and lots of drought, periods of drought, and then lots of water, drought, whatever you want to throw at it, is going to be like this plant, this Chinese evergreen. This basically can do the same thing. I've had this die back multiple times. I just adjust the watering schedule a little bit here and there. I can get it to flower by doing that. And so it's been a cool one too. I can see that I started with a single stem right here, and now it is starting to grow out into multiple different ones. And so lots of growth, you know, but basically all that's new, brand new. Again, I'll prune that and cut that back if it does happen to go too long without watering. The plant comes back, no problem. I found that plants do really well with being cut up and propagated like this one here, and the Monstera deliciosa, because finally we're getting some size to this leaf. It has been forever, and I think what triggered it is that I propagated part of it, so I took a cutting from it, and that's this right here. I want to show you guys what we've got going on with these fish tanks. So this is that Monstera. Pretty cool. It just got sitting right. Got it sitting in there. Oops. Let's turn you sideways. Okay, come on. There. Sitting right in there. We've got philodendron. I think this is like a key lime philodendrons. Those are in there too. They're starting to root out just by sitting in the water slightly. Pretty neat. So I'm going to start doing more of this stuff because I found that, you know, just like that epiphyllum right here, look at, that's the same type in that jar. So I took a cutting. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's a curly Sue cactus growing in water. I just cut it, threw it right in the water. Haven't really touched it since. It's been about 2 weeks. We also had, there must be some sort of a wasp nest somewhere here. I think they're by where the air conditioner power is going out. So we had a couple of them sneaking in yet. Probably the last ones of the season. So then we also have this, I think this is a mini Monstera or Monstera adrianacii, something like that, adrianacii, whatever. Put this in here too. Can't really get it to focus much. There we go. Look at that. I wish I had some bigger fish so I could feed that wasp to it. Sorry, guy, you're gonna die in like no time. Maybe he's thirsty. Well, these. Look at that. And pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat. So I'm going to start utilizing this. I think what I'll do is make some sort of a netting system. Basically, so if you take like a chicken wire, plastic, I'm going to get some thick plastic stuff that looks like chicken wire, basically a plastic mesh over here. And then I'll be able to stick the plants through, whoop, do a whole section of them. And then I can take it, cut them out, cut the plants out, plant them in soil, and cycle through lots of them. I mean, because that is crazy. That is so cool how fast those roots grow. I don't see too many people doing this. I'm sure there is plenty of them. And then we even got this Christmas cactus here. Christmas cactus is starting to grow roots here as well. Just stuffed in the back of that filter. This tank's got nothing in it at the moment. This one has a couple of angels, a guppy, some tetra. And there's a little snakefish in here somewhere. Oh, there's another. There's a piece of that dropped in. We'll see how long that lives in there. Just for fun, because that's what we do. So yeah, really interesting. Like that. We're going to be filling up these beds here with our dahlias. Let me set the camera up real quick. All right, let me show you the dahlias quick, then we're going to check out. I also don't know if this is the best way with it vertically or not. What would work better, what looks better, what you guys all watch on, you know, if you're on your mobile devices or computers or laptops, whatever, tablets. So these are just a couple of the dahlias we've got to clean up and get ready to grow down here. Basically, we want these to cure for about 2 weeks downstairs to dry out before we try and grow them and propagate them down in these soil beds that we made. I'm super psyched for the size and how many different tubers we got. Unfortunately, they were dropped a couple of times by myself, my kids, and they were really, really hard to get out of the ground. So there's some damaged ones on here. You know, I'm not going to be able to grow every single one of these tubers, but you know, I don't really have to do that. I really just want to learn more on how to do it this year, learn how to perfect those skills and do it throughout next year as well as we grow the different sprouts and tubers. So that's what this is going to be all about. So there is plenty of them for us to grow in these, and we've got 3 more over there. So it's gonna be fun. We've got like AC Rosebud, Mini Winnie, something like that, and then what was the other one? There's another kind. Nonetheless, we are going to Cafe Olay, the Cafe Olay Dahlia. We're gonna start growing more dahlias because I think they're a lot of fun. It's something that I find a lot of interest in. So my favorite plants are, besides all the different indoor plants that we grow, but my favorite like outdoor plants it's willow trees. I love planting, growing, propagating, pruning willow trees. So much fun. And I've really loved growing dahlias lately. Perennial plants of all kinds I love growing, and I think there's power in exponential growth, so that's why I think it's maybe a little bit more fascinating to me. Apple trees, fruit trees, I want to get more into that, something I love growing as well, but the dahlias have become, I think, something that I want to include as part of our future, probably business aspirations and teaching aspirations as well, and education, because I think it's possibly, part of what I convey on this channel is that gardening is just a quick hop, skip, and a jump, to diving deep into the world of growing. You start with something small, something that you find passion in, something you find cool and creative. So when you see this giant flower come up out of the ground, and it's also very easy to grow, it sparks a little bit of curiosity in people, I think. And so that way, I think it could be a great avenue for them to start gardening in their lives a little bit more. So that's why I think it could be a powerful plant to utilize here and utilize in my life in the local community, is because it has that stance of wonder. It has a very good presence, and something I just don't think we grow enough of locally. So dahlias, something I have a lot of interest in the future. Willow trees, I want to learn all of the different kinds of trees that I can propagate and grow as well. I can let you figure out the reasoning behind that, because more trees I can grow, the better, right? The better for not only me, my family, my wallet, but also my community as well. So I think that's going to be it for today. Again, super busy right now. We will get back to the regular schedule. I also want to start implementing different things as far as the types of shots that we're getting, the types of content that we're doing. Again, story-based, every once in a while, a little bit more. Implementing live streams on a weekly basis whenever we can. I think sooner than later, we're going to get a babysitter lined up or something like that, where we can have a regular schedule with that, like we were trying to do a couple of months ago. Close, but no cigar on that one. Lots of stuff coming through. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for watching the channel and the videos. Comment. Everything you can do on the channel, comment, subscribe, watching multiple videos, really, really appreciate it. As I try and tell you all as much as possible without it getting annoying or irritating, we are trying to do this, for the rest of our lives. This is something that I have a passion with, something my wife and even kids at this point have a passion with. So I really, really look forward to sharing as much as we can with you, and I just wish you all have a great gardening adventure as well. I encourage you to comment down below if you've got some stories that you want to share with us, or if you've got questions, comment down below. Again, in the near future, we will be answering every single comment. We'll be getting to everything we can to build a strong community here on the channel. Near future stuff. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all are having a great and awesome gardening adventure, and we'll see you in the next episode. I'm going to tune out of this live stream. Catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.